My investment strategy for Terra Luna Classic is basically, guys, you buy low and you sell high. If my name is Pocket Hercules, and let's get right into it. So, guys, my initial bag, I did purchase it at the 22s when Classy Crypto DM'd me out of nowhere saying that, guys, the impossible has been achieved. He was like, yo, Terra Luna Classic is not a dead coin. It is coming back. Terra Rebels, Terraform Labs, everybody's coming together and we're bringing this back from the ashes. And I was like, bro, you have to be high. He doesn't do drugs. He doesn't do alcohol. He doesn't do any of that. He's the cleanest person I know. But I was like, bro, if you're telling me this after I see a chart like that, I'm like, you have to be on drugs. But no. He was on no drugs. And no. He was actually correct. He had just drank an entire dose of lunacy. After seeing the lunatics with the bird, after seeing everybody come together and rally behind this project, he decided that he needed to let his best friend know that there's a good little opportunity with Terra Luna Classic. So my initial bag, I did buy it about 2-3 weeks ago when we were in the twos. If we look over at the price action, I didn't buy before the 300% rally. To be honest, most people didn't. This coin just, wasn't really on anybody's radar. It was delisted from CoinGecko. It was delisted from CoinMarketCap. All of the press around it was just negative, so negative. But we managed to just come over that little hill, and now we see just a beautiful green and meadow valley with the sun shining, and then another hill because we're gonna climb that shit, right? But anyway, so my initial investment was at the 22s. I did sell at the 52s, so I'm made a pretty decent 2.5x off of that. However, ever since the validators were proposed and they are coming out later in October, I know Classy keeps telling me with CK they're partnering up. They're opening up a validator, and he's been urging me to buy more because he wants, me to stake it with them, get the voting power out. And now that I've become, more adopted into this community, now that I'm learning more about Terra Luna Classic, as you guys know, I'm a new influencer, definitely new within the Terra Luna Classic space. I know about cryptocurrencies. I've been investing for over 2 years. I am an IoT engineer. I know a little bit more about what happens at the technological realm of it rather than the finance realm of it. That's kind of where he's always been, to me at least. But as far as my investment strategy goes, I bought at the 22s, I sold at the 52s, and again, 2.5x. But since then, we've seen, a little bit of a drop since the 50s, right? Those were pretty good local highs. We haven't really seen that replicate itself again. However, I did buy another bag over here at the 25s. It got pretty close to my initial entry, so I was like, this is pretty much prime time. I did drop another 1,000 on there because I was thinking, well, again, it's close to my initial entry. If I get another 2.5x, hey, bills got to be paid, right? Like, I'm not, I got to eat. I'm a human being. Lights need to stay on. This trip wasn't free. Gas money, gas is up. Inflation is up. Shit, buying beef at the store is like 2x what it used to be, right? Like, we got to keep the gains going. Protein is up like 4%. Like, it's been pretty out here. It's hurting everybody's wallet. So as far as I am very excited for the Terra Luna Classic community, I understand the huge impact that Terra Luna Classic is having in DeFi. Excuse me for that. It's gonna be good. So I've been dollar cost averaging since I initially sold. Slowly, little by little, I've been accumulating another bag, but the purposes for that bag are for staking. As far as what my return or ROI bag looks like, I did buy again, and I'm probably looking to sell either in the high 3s, 38s, 39s, maybe depending on how we run, depending on what the volume is looking like. Remember, guys, a little sweet pattern that I have noticed with Terra Luna Classic is that whenever the volume dies, it tends to just go boop and just explode again, and we see a huge 20% run for Terra Luna Classic. And that's kind of what we saw yesterday, and that's kind of what we're seeing today, and we were 8% this morning. So I mean, I'm not saying this isn't financial advice. I'm just saying what I'm doing, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm buying, I bought at the twos. I'm not a crazy investor, but just what my strategy is. If we go back up to the 38s, 39s, it's probably where I'm gonna hit sell. If we keep going to the 4s, depending on how much momentum we have, I'm gonna be looking at the 24-hour trading volume. I'm gonna be looking at what the buy and sell orders look like, where they're meeting. And then that's kind of what I'm basing it off of. 20% run for a coin in a bear market is something that we just can't take for granted. This is like a huge force to be reckoned with. So if there's an opportunity to make a little bread, no one can really blame you. While sure, you're going to be hearing people, guys, don't sell, hold, guys, don't sell, hold. We are human. We have needs. We have bills to pay, right? We not a whole lot of us, especially during these poor economic times, can afford to just here's a grand, forget about it. You know, if Terra Luna Classic is alive in a year, fuck it. If it's alive in a month and a half, and then I can stake it. You know, no, not a whole lot of people can really afford something like that. So that's what my investment strategy looks like, guys. Please do your own research. Please be smart. Don't throw your, life savings or your mom's retirement, your grandma's savings or her pension, whatever it is. Please, this is, a very volatile asset in the DeFi space, in cryptocurrency. We're talking about niches on niches on niches. Those circles just keep getting smaller. And the smaller the circles get, the more volatility you're introducing into your investment. My name is Pocket Hercules, guys. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments down below. I do read and I do respond. Stay safe, stay classy, and that's all.